beaders, we're always looking for the perfect organization system, aren't we? I can't even tell you how many times I have had long involved conversations with beaders across the world, even talking about how we're organizing our things. We're also looking for the perfect way to transport our beading projects, because we don't stay stationary. We go to beading shows and we go to classes and we travel on vacation and we take our beading with us. And this past weekend I was at a beading show, and the lovely folks at Ezel Findings stopped and showed me this new product that they have. It's called the Beading Pal. And I thought that it was really great, and I wanted to share it with you. So what this is a leather bound piece. It's roughly the size of an iPad, actually. So you might even be able, if you had a mini iPad, I bet you could even fit it inside here. But it's a well-made. It's got leather on the outside. You've got a zipper that goes all the way around it, and a little bit of a logo going on here. And what happens is when you open it, you have, voila, this wonderful beading surface and storage thing to work with. So the surface itself is memory foam underneath here, and this is kind of like a Velux kind of material. She did tell me that these little loops here can sometimes make indents in the memory foam, but because it is memory foam, if that happens, all you have to do is rub it out a little bit, and that memory foam puffs up, and so then you don't have those little spots. It's got the padded corners so that as you're working on things, it will not, fall out. This, you'll notice, is perfect for working on an airline tray. So you put this on the tray, and then this is just going to sit up. We're going to pretend that I'm like an airline seat. And so this works perfectly there. Let me kind of do a close-up here. I'll show you what all is in these pockets. This works out perfectly. She's got all these little elastic loops. They're very tight, and they work perfectly for a tube of seed beads to go in here. I stuck an awl in one of these spots. It also, because she's got the two different locations of the loops, you can put smaller tubes in here. So if you're a fan of tulip needles, they come in those little test tubes, and that's where I put my little test tube of tulip needles in there, if you've got the smaller size beads. You've got a large elastic pocket here that you can put, if you've got some kind of beading thread, it'll fit perfectly inside there. The Beading Pal also comes with a needle case that has magnets inside so that your needles will stay in there nicely. So that can tuck right in there. Some larger size loops up here. I've got a scoop in here. I managed to put little snips in here. If I had a slightly larger scissors, that would fit in there also. And then she actually also did this right here. The seam between the two pieces is big enough for you to put a little 6-inch ruler and have that encapsulated in here also. So I just thought it was really a well thought out piece. When she was demoing it for me and showing it to me, she had also taken just like a piece of blanket. Actually, it was a beading mat, just how they have them cut out of the Velux blanket. And she had cut a piece that was inset right here. So that way, when she had a working project in here, we'll just pretend that this is a working project, she would just lay that little inset mat on top of it, which would keep it from shifting around. So then once she closed this up and closed it up like so, then she could move this around like crazy, and that beading project would not move inside. So I thought that this was a really well thought out product from a beader who was basically making this for herself and then realized that the rest of us wanted it too. So I highly suggest that this is a good product for when you are traveling. You also probably have noticed that when I'm filming my videos, I also use a different kind of board, which is this board, and it's called a bead on it board. This is a great product for when you're at home and stationary. I still like to use this a lot. I have about a bazillion of them at home. And so this is my at-home project, or when I'm at a show and I know that I'm going to be working on the same project for a really long time. And then this Beading Pal has now become my go-to for when I'm traveling. I hope that you enjoy using these. You can find them at ezelfindings.com. I'll pop a link up with a link to their website where you can find these. I hope you enjoy them. Thank you.